Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Erica and today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. Come along with me. Every couple years for my birthday, we like to go to Weekie Wachee Springs and go kayaking. We used to go canoeing, but they don't rent those anymore. So we go kayaking and we just got loaded out onto the springs. Right now we're looking at one of the tour boats. I have not seen a tour boat before. This is my first time. And they're going around the little mini island right now. It looks like they're just doing a little circle and going back around. And it was a beautiful day. It wasn't too hot. They did make new changes to the springs to just the state park area. You have to unload at the very end of the state park. You cannot go all the way to the neighborhood section anymore, which limited the time that you're out there from anywhere from a 3 to 4 hour trip to now a 1.5 to 2 hour trip, depending on how fast you're rowing, or if you're just kind of going with the flow of the river. You used to be able to pull over at any of the beachy spots and take a lunch break or just hang out. You cannot get out of your boats now. There are signs at every turn, which is quite a bummer. We did see some cops patrolling on the river, and one person was swimming and tried to get in a boat and flip someone else, and the cops just happened to pull around the corner at the right time, and we did see them get taken back. So they are patrolling out there, and they are limiting the amount of people on the springs. So in some aspects it's not overcrowded. That is nice. They do still have electric boats out of the springs, so that's kind of a pain, I guess, for the kayakers, but everybody has to follow respect for each other and pull over when the other is passing. And when we were getting hauled back to our vehicles, one group of people said they did see a manatee, but I never saw manatees until we were further down the springs where it was a little deeper. So I think that's generally where the manatees are seen. So unfortunately, since we aren't able to go that far out, I don't think the manatees are going to be as visible in more the state park area as they were further out near more of the residence homes. So unfortunately, some of the new rules aren't as great for going kayaking on the springs, but at least we are able to still get out there and still go. It is still a very beautiful place. Afterwards, we paid the $13 to go to Buccaneer Bay and go swimming in the springs over there and watch the training session for the Mermaids. We got there in the middle between two shows and got to watch two of the mermaids train, and they were working on their breathing techniques, the timing of their breathing, and their choreography. There was a couple songs they were doing repeatedly, and they were also working on their pressure of their breathing. And I am not able to play the song that they were dancing to, but I think they were doing very good. And it was pretty cool how they were doing the water jets were kind of like a pyrotechnic thing. They had a video that was playing. There's several videos across the whole front that was done before they came out. They were talking about 75 years of doing this. The last time I've seen these, I was a kid, and I remember it being very magical. When I was a kid, I always thought it was like, wow, these ladies, it just seems so unreal. And it is kind of crazy. I think they dived 60 feet into a tube, and I started watching the show on Netflix last night. My mother-in-law and my husband said they watched it a couple nights before and told me about it, and so I started watching it. And I still have some more episodes to watch. And apparently one of the guy that makes the fins has a place a little bit north of Weekie Wachee, and has his own little tank and has some mermaids up there too. So there's another place near Weekie Wachee that has some mermaids that's nearby. And I actually had an acquaintance who had quit a job that I worked with that left to go be a mermaid, and so that was really cool. I know that's a big thing. I have not seen any mermaids since I was really little, and so I was really intrigued to see these. And it takes a lot to do that, and it is very, very cold. when I went over there to swim for a little bit, I mean, it took a took a long time to work up to just stand in my shoulders. And they have to keep their eyes open. There's fishes swimming by, and they have to lip sync. You can't hear anything. So their timing has to be accurate. They have to work with the other swimmer at the same time. They have to know when to pick up their breathing tubes. You know, and I think the women back in the day didn't have the full fins. But, you know, yeah, but there's the water. I thought that part was really cool. The water bubbles. It was, you know, with the timing of the music, it was very dramatic. And then we got a couple still photos. So if you're nearby and you want to go kayaking, check out the Weekie Wachee Springs. Go swimming in Buccaneer Bay. Go check out the Mermaid exhibit. And thank you for watching, and have a good one.